Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Last time, we continued our search for information on Hermes with Vana, and it came out a little more interesting than I thought it might have after all. It's not every day you get to duel the creature that's going to become the very spirit of the planet. We also got to see, well, a memory of Hermes launching the other Meteons into space, and it was kind of sweet. But it didn't really give us much information beyond, it doesn't seem like Hermes is deliberately going to cause the final days, but it does seem like he is involved in it somehow, and I'm very curious. And we also ran into these two yahoos again. That's right, Soken and Hythlodaeus have also been searching for Hermes and information, and they've also come up pretty much empty-handed. So time to pool our resources, Hythlodaeus. Hunger in the garden. I think the time for leisurely exploration is past. If I might have a moment to adjust my vision. No, he's not over there. Ah, there he is. On the next aisle over. Meteon is with him. Hermes appears to be in the midst of an observational study, but I suggest we hurry over before they venture elsewhere. Head straight down the path. We can teleport to Masayoshi from the device at the bottom of the slope. Alright. Also, the sun just came out. Lovely. Not seeing anyone else here. Oh, I should talk with the others too. They're close by, within the Hungering Gardens. That would be the circular enclosure you see just up ahead. Well then, Dekumon, make yourself useful and bring Hermes out here to us. If I were to go, he would assume I was only there to press him on the Fandaniel manner. Of all of us present, you stand the best chance at convincing him to put aside his work for the moment. Really? I kind of figured Vana would have a better chance. But the creations in there are not exactly... well, then again, perhaps Dekumon can handle them. He did survive a bout with Vana after all. Off you go to find Hermes, but do be prepared to come to blows with the garden's denizens. Really? How did Hythlodaeus know about the fight? Did we tell him? Ailouros is interesting in that it is the only region in Elpis which lacks a researcher hub. This is largely due to the nature of its observation sites, within which lay let loose creatures anticipated to be unruly and dangerous. I've also heard tell that the area is kept deliberately sparse in the event that, well, let's just say no one should live near the naos, which provides access to a certain facility. Odd. Slightly concerning. What? You expect me to praise you and your progress? On the contrary, I'm simply surprised you made it this far. Then again, even with you slowing her down, there is no denying that Vana is an accomplished researcher. Her wealth of wisdom and experience is unmatched, and her achievements in creation magics, in any field frankly, are nothing short of extraordinary. Though the singular brilliance which sets her apart can make her motive somewhat impenetrable at times. As her student and successor puts it, she is a force of nature, at once so close, and at the same time so very distant. Someone needs to go into the Hungering Gardens to speak with Hermes, and it seems Emmett Silk has nominated you for the task. Fine. Figured I'd get a little insight before I went in here. Oh, fuck me. Botanical abominations bear down upon you with ravenous attack. What the fresh? Oh, come on, fine. Sit here and cause me no end of trouble. You guys ain't that tough. You are actual monsters. Nah, you just nothing. Little small fry versions of fights I've already had. Get out of here, thank you. Clearly there are more and more of these. Marble marquees. Ugh. The critters around here are fugly. Okay, straight up fugly. All right, Hermes, Meteon, what are you two doing here? This place is not safe. Dekumon, what are you doing here? I thought you were keeping Hythlodaeus and Emmett Silk company. Yeah, and now we're all looking for you. And important matter, and unrelated to my decision on Fandaniel, you say? Then yes, I will come. As soon as my work here is finished, of course. It will not be long, I promise, but you should really wait outside the garden with the others. This is no place for idle exploration. Yeah, I've noticed that. This place is unpleasant. Well, that was an unpleasant experience. The thing's in there, sheesh! You spoke with Hermes then? And we were briefly entangled with the denizens of the Hungering Gardens as well, I see. Or should I say smell. I cannot speak for certain Convocation members, but I for one am impressed with your fortitude. Well done indeed. Now that you've convinced Hermes to confer with us, let us pray that things will soon take a turn for the better. For as fascinating as it would be to meet the Emmet Selk who would recreate Amarot in the depths of the ocean, I think it was for all concerned if such tragic events never came to pass. Be it in our future or your past, assuming yours is not truly written in stone, naive hope that it is. Dude, I can't imagine that I'm suddenly gonna go back and everything's just gonna be roses and rainbows. I can't. Words without sound. Hermes said that he would not be long, yes? Then we shall wait here until he emerges. Okay, voice most likely. Just the way it's being shot. Yep.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Aye. A matter of the utmost gravity. If one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us. Who you are and why you came.
Ah, crud. Alright, I'm gonna break Fandaniel here, something fierce, or Hermes, he's not yet Fandaniel.
The final days.
Yep. It's a bitch.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction, and none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom.
Ah, good.
And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter, on the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Even you, Vana.
I mean, they've all heard it before.
As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age.
Yeah, we're definitely lacking in that department compared to you guys.
As you know, ether, in essence, negates dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of ether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics.
So if we could, like, say, jack up the etheric density of all the people, but not give them creation magic. Nah, that's crazy.
In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether. Thus are they susceptible to the influence of dynamis and its transformative potential. But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
Yes?
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source.
Why did the music suddenly go... Oh, we got that damn sinister music again.
A source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the selfsame negative emotions. Elsewise, it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents.
No, something else.
Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
Huh. And my theory might be, from earlier might be true, that the celestial currents basically have been acting as a shield to this dynamis flood.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested.
Huh, wow, I actually called this.
If the inciting factor came from without Aetheris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
So it is some sort of cosmic entity. Being from beyond the star. Crap.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Eh? Hello?
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm.
Metion? What's going
I
on?
wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts.
Why are you talking so robotically? It's worrying
May we
me, girl.
please be friends.
Meteon. What is it?
You're scaring me, girl.
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness.
Oh.
Connection established. Commencing status report.
Oh, it's her other selves out there. She's connected. Ah! What?
It hurts, it hurts! It hurts! So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand. Make it stop.
God.
Please, make it stop.
It's her.
Steady, Meteon. Steady.
She's the cause.
So scared, so lonely. The pain, it's too much.
Isn't she? Her other selves, they're all out there and
Why?
that's it.
Why do we?
Oh God, no, her eyes. Oh, fuck me. Oh God, that's the, oh, no.
This is wrong. All wrong.
What the hell?
She's gone? But how?
Where'd she go?
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Oh, come on.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Metion? Oh my God.
Are you all right?
No. Something's terribly wrong with her.
In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteon also employs dynamis. That would explain why you were able to hear her, when we could not.
Which means I've got to go find her.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down.
Crap.
Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
Oh my goodness. It's the others, the other Metions. They're all out there and they're all like corrupted or something. Oh yeah, just give me the quest accepted marker now, thanks. Shit. That's it, isn't it? It's the other Metions. They're out there, like, they get hit with all this negative emotion from being just completely covered in dynamis and then they turn into some sort of monster, maybe? Are they the original blasphemies? There's Vana. Anything here? I've strained my senses to their limit, but found nothing. You must calm your mind, then you might hear it. You might feel her silent voice. Well, I see something over here. Would this be what I'm looking for? A suspicious disturbance. You calm your mind, your senses questing for any hint of Meteon's presence. Come on, girl. Please be over here. Please.
It seeps into my mind. Our voices reporting. No, no! Hermes mustn't hear them! I have to run, to hide!
Meteon's anguished voice grows distant as the source seems to flee down the slope. Oh, this was the spot I was looking for. Alright, here's another one. Meteon! Where are you? You strained to catch even the faintest whisper, but failed to hear Meteon's voice. She must be elsewhere. Oh, there are false points! Crap, I hate it when they give me false points. Come on, Meteon. You don't need to hide from me. Let's talk.
Greetings and salutations. Commencing report. Oh no, we can't tell them that. We must run. Run far away.
Tell them what? Come on. No! Ah! Oh, Meteon girl, you are definitely starting to frustrate here.
Please, don't follow me.
Sorry, girl. Meteon's anguished voice fades as you sense her climbing to the top of the ridge. Not happening. All right, we're gonna have to deal with false ones again, or is this gonna be a real one right off the bat? Ah, no, another fake. Hello. Oh, I'm at Soak's over here, and I see another search spot.
This is an exercise in futility. You have to be the one to find her, Dekumon.
Follow her voice. I'm trying. The problem is the search areas are pretty dang big around here. She's probably not going to beat this one, not this close to Emmet. But might as well try. Darn. No big surprise, though. All right, third time the charm, maybe? Possibly?
How did it come to this? Is this the reason we traveled to the stars? Why we sought out other life forms? Is this it? Is this the answer? No, it cannot be. It cannot be!
Meteon's anguished voice drifts away to the south. Dang it, stop running! The plus side is the elevation marker still works for the correct thing, so the moment I started to go up the hill, the thing was like, nope, you're too high. Come on, Meteon, please be here.
Compiling report for dissemination to Hermes and all people of Aetheris.
All people?
Processing expedition data. Preparing profiles on intelligent civilizations. Formulating answers to the question. Finalizing report. No, Dekumon! You mustn't listen!
Whatever they found out there in the stars, it's just horrible, isn't it?
It's wrong. It's all wrong.
Meteon's anguished voice flees towards the lake. Any sign of Meteon? Yeah, I found her a couple times. She keeps trying to dip out on me. Panicked and confused, which will make it all the more difficult to predict her movements.
Hermes, what do you make of this situation?
The Meteor are all linked to a single mind, a shared consciousness which connects them across any distance. I suspect something has happened which disrupted its usual harmony.
How might we access this shared consciousness of theirs?
Much as you would approach any sentient being, directly. In the Meteor's case, that means speaking to any incarnation within physical reach. Yeah, and she keeps leaving physical reach is the problem.
So unless we can track down the Meteon we just lost, we have no means to communicate with them. No way of knowing what befell her sisters. No way to provide directions or guidance. Then we had best set our musings aside and concentrate on how we might find her.
Come on, she was headed for the lake. Hermes? What are you staring at? He can see her, can't he? Hermes, what's going on, buddy?
In the final days, Aether is twisted by the invasion of Dynamis from beyond the star. Its progress intensified by feelings of fear and despair and anguish. Nay, I like not the picture which emerges with these latest pieces.
Nobody does.
'Tis a shame there is no registered concept we could use to create another Meteion. Assuming, of course, we could link her to their shared mind. But no, if it were a viable solution, Hermes would have surely suggested it.
Well, I'm surprised he didn't just store it somewhere.
A frantic search will avail us little. We must be clever about this. Oh, my dear Meteion, what did you witness out there that frightened you so? Why do you seek to keep it from us? How terrible could it possibly be?
Dude, it could very well be the end of days. That might be why she's running. She saw what's causing it. Or is the cause of it. I'm still half convinced it's her now. The others out there, whatever it is, it twisted them and then they're coming home. Follow, wander, stumble, listen. Yeah, that's about all I've been doing.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Meteion renders herself invisible by matching her etheric density to that of her surroundings, does she not? If so, could we not then disrupt her concealment with a surfeit of ether? Watch how Emmet Selk solidified your presence when we first met you. Don't be absurd. I could hardly channel ether to a recipient whose whereabouts are hidden from me. Which is why we must all work together. Dekumon will continue the search in the same manner as before, but this time with you in tow. Once he ascertains Meteon's likely location, you proceed to reveal our wayward familiar with a swift ethereal downpour. Very clever, and thankfully she has made herself easier to capture by fleeing towards Leth. Assuming she is made visible, it should prove no great feat to herd her into a corner. Then we have our plan. Dekumon and Emmet Selk will be our tracker and trapper respectively, while we others predict and obstruct Meteon's avenues of escape. Emmet Selk and I will keep an eye on each other's ether to help coordinate our efforts. Just be about it.
Wait, am I gonna have Emmet literally following me now?
Well, it seems we are partners for the time being. Let us return to where we last saw Meteion and pick up the trail from there. I will keep myself in a state of preparedness, ready to rain down ether at a moment's notice, meaning it falls to you to keep the way clear.
Emmet Selk is now accompanying you. Joy. Just what I always wanted, my own Emmet Selk.
Now, did Meteion go straight ahead towards the pier, or did she stray from the path somewhere? As the only one who can hear her voice, you will need to take the lead.
Yep. I was half hoping there would be a talk spot, but I guess I can't get that lucky. Well, let's see, are there multiple fake ones again, or is this gonna be it right here?
You calm your mind, your senses questing for any hint of Meteon's presence.
Come on, where are you, girl? Please tell me you're nearby.
Why can't I fly? Are my functions being restricted? Hide, yes, I'll just have to hide then, when no one can find me.
Meteon's anguished voice heads towards the water's edge.
She went into the lake? I said this wasn't tiresome enough. Well, at least that open expanse should make her easier to find. We won't lose her this time.
Into the lake. Oh, hey, there's finally an actual talk spot. What do I get to grill Emmet on? That should be interesting. Oh, Emmet, what do we have to say for ourselves? Discuss the water's edge.
We should be able to reach the bottom of this drop by climbing down the rocks at the water's edge. Do not even think of dragging me over the falls. Final days I know, if I end up drenched from head to toe, I swear I will feed you to a remora.
Aww. But I want to go over the falls. Fine. You're no fun, Emmet. Also, I half expected this to be a swimming zone, but I guess with Emmet in tow, there's no way they'd do that. I don't think they want to try and code follow in water. That just sounds unpleasant to try and figure out. And oh joy! The remora. I don't suppose you're gonna be nice and No, you're not. Fine. I'll just sit here and kick your ass before I get to talk to this spot. I'm not proud. And dead. Just in time to finish off the Olden Shroud. Perfect. Hopefully that's not a fake spot. Otherwise all this effort would have been for nothing. Come on, Meteion, where you at, girl?
not here. I'm not here. Please.
There you are. Over there, Emmett. By that rock, is she? Very well. Boom, I found her.
What? Why can't I hide?
There's no need to run, Medion. We'll hear your report, good or bad. There's no need to run, girl. You don't have to run, come on.
Dekumon, what are you saying? Everything is so faint. I'm sorry. I'm not strong enough. Stay away, I'm begging you. Don't make me say it. It will break him. His fragile heart.
Oh. She didn't find anything, did she? Now we have a chance. Once the others are in position, the two of us can hurt her into their midst. Maybe that's what it is. Did she literally just find every star empty and devoid of life? Is that it? Is there just nothing out there but emptiness? Am I playing Dead Space all over again and not realizing it? All these theories. Where'd she go now? Oh hey, there's another talk spot up there. Ay. Is this Naeus in use or not? It seems to have been left to the mercy of the elements. Either way, it bears no trace of Meteon's essence. We move on. Okay. Well, what about this spot here? And again, I've got a big ass search radius, so she might have just dipped out on us again. Or she could be here. Meteon! There, I see her. Dang it, girl, don't run. I see. She's making her way back. Emmett Selk is yet to arrive. I know he's right here. Give me this bullshit. Literally, right here, see? Well, give me this. Emmett Selk is yet to arrive. But yes, he was literally 2 feet away from me. Oh. Did we just move into voiced? No? Maybe? It seems to have the high production value of a voice cutscene.
Aha!
Ah?
Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
Alright. Oh, hey, Horsey. And you guys pointed out that's the Shadowbringers Deluxe Edition pre-order bonus, or Deluxe Edition bonus. So, not worth getting. No matter how cool it looks, I am not spending actual money for that. Jeez. Even when you know he's on your side, he still looks like a sinister SOB. There she goes, right towards the shelter we wanted. Dang it. Oh. And there's everyone else.
Please, Mission. We must speak.
Okay, finally, please, no more chasing you around. This whole quest has sucked so much. Actually, technically both quests have sucked. Oh no, she's crying.
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry. If someone can hear these words, then please. Please protect them. Protect them all.
What? Protect them all from what? Uh-oh.
Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable.
Here we go.
Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star. Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected.
Oh, it is. It is going to be like Dead Space. All the worlds out there are just dead.
Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified. Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence. Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
They are all dead.
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict.
Oh.
Contact successfully made with inhabitants.
Oh.
But deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter.
Oh.
Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands. But determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Dang.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteion?
I tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed?
Oh.
To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteion finds no living beings in the course of her journey, or none who desire to live, what then?
Oh, God. It is gonna be her. This whole thing's gonna taint her to no end.
What answers would she derive from their silence?
Well, shit, Hermes. You doomed us all. That's not good.
Meteion, enough. Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage.
Jeez. What was that, Kratos' civilization?
Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
Okay, definitely not Kratos.
Turning a deaf ear, are we?
I don't think she can really listen or even hear us at this point. She's basically under the control of the hive mind.
We are taking Meteion back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes.
You hesitated there, buddy.
Meteion.
She's still in hive mode.
It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, he's about to do something stupid.
Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard.
Yep, he's about to do something stupid. No. Just don't you dare.
Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
Yep, he's about to do something extremely stupid. Whoa. You nuts? Whoa! Oh, he just transformed.
What is the meaning of this?
You cannot take Meteion, not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
Oh, god damn it. Well, I suppose I needed an excuse to do a dungeon or a trial fight of some kind, and then off they go.
You fool!
God dang it. Ay, 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 ay. Well, crap. Now what? Fat lovely use you are. If all Hermes means to do is listen to Meteion's report, then it is his right to do so. But once he receives the answers to his question, what then? The fate of the world may very well hinge upon the choice he makes in that moment, and we must be there when he makes it. Yeah, we definitely need to be there. Why, Hermes? Why could you not leave well enough alone? Will these answers assuage the pain you feel when a creation is returned to ether? Have you never cast your accursed question to the distant stars? You may have one day learned to be at peace upon this one. Ooh. Oh dear. Do you understand why Hermes would do this? His logic escapes me entirely. Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss on this one too, and that is an ether current. Well, well, well. Well, considering the distance I would have to travel, let's pick this one up, actually. Oh, I didn't even read the quest line, I'm sorry. Hermes has headed to Kistis. Considering the expansive dimensions of the place, even we may have a difficult time locating his ether. All I can say, he has entered from the rooftop, and likely arrived at the othermost point in the facility. So, do we pursue him? Oh, of course we pursue him. No matter what Hermes might be thinking, Meteion is a potential threat that needs to be brought under our control. The Convocation's duty to safeguard this star takes precedence over any personal stake in the matter. Vana? Dekumon? Yeah. It is clear we stand on the precipice, but we have yet to determine beyond a shadow of a doubt that Meteion's is the hand which tips us over the edge. Nevertheless, if we are to learn the truth of the final days, we must give chase. And even if neither Hermes nor Meteion is ultimately responsible, we cannot leave them to suffer this torment alone. Don't look at me. I'm going on no matter what. Agreed on all counts. To Kistis Hyperborea we go. Well, hopefully I can at least get somewhere closer to an aetheryte. Because if this quest is gonna be a freaking current, then I need to go do some ether current quests. Oh, thank you. It actually kind of conveniently did put me somewhat close by to an ether current. Let's take the detour and start working on these ether current quests here. I know. Epic cliffhanger, and all of a sudden I decided to start doing side quests. Touring Anagnorisis, Part 1. Well, I'm not doing Part 2. Welcome, friend, to Anagnorisis. I'm Soken, and I managed this region under the authority of Chief Hermes, the head overseer of Elpis. And you are... Oh, how unusual. A soul-bearing familiar. A familiar must have a mission, and yet you offer no message and carry no cargo. Are you perhaps here for the purposes of observation? Yes, that must be it. In which case you need only mention my name to Kamian, and she will gladly give you a tour of our domain. Soak it all in. Alright, I shall soak it in. I shall soak in the ether current, and the tour, I suppose, is a nice bonus. And the main quest was called Caging the Messenger, as you can see in my quest list.
Yes? Yes, what can I do for you?
I guess I'm here to soak it in?
Dekumon, is it? And Overseer Soken wishes me to act as your guide? Oh, no, I didn't mean like that. I would be more than happy to show you around. I'm simply wondering why the Overseer chose to send you to me, of all people. I haven't been here long myself, truth be told. Until quite recently, I was wholly engaged in a prolonged research project at the Academia Endar. Surely there are other more experienced individuals who could provide a more comprehensive... This grumbling is hardly constructive now, is it? The task was given to me, and I will attempt to cover the most salient features of our facilities to the best of my abilities. After all, it is not every day that one is asked to indulge the curiosity of such a rare and fascinating visitor. We can commence the tour this very moment if you like.
Sure.
Then let us begin. You know, rather than have me lecture you as we walk along, I think observing firsthand what we do here in Anagnorisis would prove more beneficial. I will point you in the right direction, and you can question my colleagues to your heart's content. Once we've completed a circuit, we can return and speak to Overseer Soken.
Carmian's accompanying me. It's one of these. Alright. I shall start with you, sir.
Carmen. Oh, and who is your friend here?
And the weird water spirit that I'm pretty sure I've seen before at some point.
Asim's familiar. Why you appear so astute and deliberate in your thinking. I should very much like to make an extended study of your composition and consciousness. Oh, do forgive my forwardness. It is my duty to chart the behavior of familiars, and I find it ever so diverting. Arcane servants are rarely permitted to roam the world at will, you see, but our research here is given special dispensation, once the subjects are properly registered as concepts, of course. There are times when familiars are tasked with tending cattle, or must otherwise coexist with other living beings. Such projects are brought to me, and I am responsible for observing and evaluating their potential compatibilities. Oh, but of course, if Asim might grant us permission, then you could abide here for a few years while I analyze. And on that note, we really must be moving along. Step lively, Dekumon, or you're likely to end up as an experiment.
Man over here watching the butterflies.
Who do we have here? A familiar of some kind, judging by your ethereal structure. Yes, I'm accompanying Dekumon here on a tour around Anagnorisis, at the behest of the Overseer. A tour? Well, feel free to wander as you please, of course, but I advise keeping your distance from the larger creatures. The fauna I have under observation occupy the top tier of the food chain, and do not take kindly to intruders in their territory, especially the specimens found on the other islands. They can be exceedingly hostile. While I am sure you are quite capable of defending yourself, no one appreciates a surprise tusk through the abdomen, eh?
No, I would hope not.
Thank you for the warning. We will proceed with due caution.
And you, madame?
Hello, Chairman. Was there something? The Overseer asked that I give this familiar a tour of the grounds, and I thought the best way to do that was to show him what we do here firsthand. I see. Well, as my work is rather difficult to demonstrate, I hope a brief explanation will suffice. Our creations are many and varied, but I mainly preside over the plant life. When it comes to watching certain grasses grow, one must be prepared to observe over the course of several years, and in the case of trees, sometimes decades. Tedious perhaps, yet necessary. Plants are capable of altering an entire habitat, and their presence as a food source has an enormous influence on the local wildlife. Was that the sort of thing you wish to know? Yes, that was perfect, thank you. I think we've covered the main areas of interest. All that's left now is to speak with Overseer Soken.
And turn this in and get it over with.
Ah, I see you've completed your tour. Almost. We spoke with those in charge of the various facets of Anagnorisis, but I thought it would be fitting to end this visit where it began, with you, Overseer Soken.
I see. And what is your impression of the work we do here? It attracts some interesting people. It requires equal levels of passion and patience. Yeah, definitely.
I'm glad we could help further your worldly education. And I'm glad to see you enjoyed the experience. At least, I hope you did.
You are truly a masterpiece of creation. Only a soul-bearing familiar could demonstrate such robust cognitive and cognitive faculties.
Were you perhaps designed to inspire others? I feel something special has been woven into your aura.
That might be that traveler's charm, courtesy of Ana.
You have an intriguing presence, to say the least. Please, stay a while and share more of your thoughts with us.
Yes, I second the invitation. In all the long years I have resided here, Never have I encountered such a unique entity, and one of a Zems no less. Well, I could hang around, but I have Ether Current quests to clear up quickly. And it looks like you guys don't have anything major to unlock with your quest line, so see ya. Alright, next is... that's a Gallicat, isn't it? You and the Ailouros. My, what a familiar essence you have. Like that of a familiar. If you're familiar with the concept, of course. They're very cute. Oh, just my little joke. Dekumon, was it? I am Hippotho. Yes, we're getting to that. Dekumon, say hello to our familiar friend here. She's an Ailouros. The Ailouri are one of our newest creations, highly attuned to abnormalities in the environment. At the first sign of danger, they'll sound the alarm, by which I mean mew loudly. Though we do our best to observe all our creations, Elpis is just simply too large to maintain a constant visual over each and every temperamental species. A more efficient means of detecting conflict between creatures was in order. Thus, have I taken this Ailouros under my wing to further develop her capabilities in this area, and she does enjoy our little walks. This evening, we are testing her ability to pinpoint sites of conflict. Would you like to observe? Simply tell her that her task has begun, and she'll do her utmost to locate disruptive creatures. Please do subdue any unruly subjects once you found them. We can't have beasts running amok. Alright. Follow the Ailouros and try not to fall behind. Alright. Off she goes. Speak with her and just follow her around, and I guess at some point she'll lead me to some unruly critters that I'll have to smack around a little bit. Or just drag me through some threat ranges, that's always possible too. If I had to guess, I was heading for this tree over here because these two don't seem to be moving. The Ailouros alerts you to two nearby creatures that are facing one another down and looks at you expectantly. Yeah, fine, I get the idea. Whack them both. I can do that. They don't seem particularly tough. Really don't seem all that tough. That was far too easy, but I suppose we did do this a little late. Back she goes. And that's the whole quest. I do like it when these quests don't overstay their welcome. She seems quite content, but in the name of science, what were the results? Yeah, she did good. She led me right to a fight. I beat him up, and we were all done. As I expected. Well done, little one. Magnificent creatures, the both of you. It's a shame we cannot give you a pair of tiny wings and a bill too, but it's against protocol, I'm afraid. The Ailouros are enchanted with theirs at birth, so they are able to acclimate properly. I'm certain you have your own unique potential to rise to, however. In fact, why not join us for another phase of testing? Perhaps later, because it seems you have nothing of value to unlock. And this one doesn't even get a name, just student. The perks of being a lost flower. You're a visitor too, aren't you? Perhaps you might be willing to help me then. Did you happen to see a blue-haired woman in the area? She wouldn't have been wearing a mask. Blue-haired, no. I see. She and I are students of Academia Anda, and we had intended to spend our downtime visiting Elpis together. We were just on our way when she realized she forgot something back at Anagnorisis, so she ran back. That was the last I saw of her. She can be a bit, how should I put it, scatterbrained, so she may well have simply got lost on her way back. I would rather not search for her myself, or what if she comes back while I'm away? So if it isn't too much trouble, perhaps you would be so kind as to look for her? Fair enough. Like us, she won't be wearing a mask, and so should stand out a touch. You'll find her in the area of Philomis Notos in all likelihood. If you do come across her, could you help her out a bit? See that she makes it back? Alright. Where am I going? Oh dang, all the way over there. Aha, there's our little scatterbrain. Yes, can I help you? Oh, wait. Do you need directions somewhere? Not to be rude, but I beg of you, ask someone else. I happen to be lost myself. No, in fact, I'm here to help you get where you're supposed to be going. What was that? A woman asked you to come and find me. Ah, that would be my friend, no doubt. How embarrassing. I'd hope to keep this hopelessly directionless side of myself under wraps.
I felt terrible leaving her like that, but I'd clean forgotten a task from one of my professors. I rushed back to collect the item I was asked for, which I found, thankfully, but got rather turned around when attempting to return.
Not a problem.
But don't you worry about me. I'll be just fine on my own. Now, if I'm right, then following this road east will lead me to a teleporter. I think. I mean, I know.
Are you sure you'll be alright on your own? I business with your friend anyway. He's got my ether current. I can escort you. Come on.
You mean it? Truly? That is, I mean, if you're heading in that direction, anyway, I don't see why I shouldn't tag along. Oh no, please, after you. If I'm able to get as far as the teleporter that connects to Anagnorisis, I should be able to make the remainder of the trip on my own. Now then, would you mind?
Yes, I do not mind. So I have to get her to the teleporter, or him to the teleporter. I could do that. You know, it's funny. I'm a little sad. I can understand why they didn't do this because most people don't have them, but it'd be really cool if they required you to use two-seater mounts when you have NPC accompaniment, and then the other NPC would actually show up on the mount. It's probably just too much to ask. It's too much work for just a display thing, but it's still kind of cool sounding. All right, this is the spot.
Ah, what a relief it is to see a familiar sight. I should be all right without you now. After all, it's just a straight shot from here to Anagnorisis. Oh goodness, the earful I'm going to get from my friend. I've kept her waiting for far too long. Well, I really should hurry. She is owed an explanation and a heartfelt apology. Do come see us, though. I would like to thank you properly.
Like I said, she's holding on to my ether current. Alright. I don't know if I used the right voice for you. I apologize.
Thank you for your help. Truth be told, when my friend first asked off, I had assumed it was because she forgot an assignment from Mitron.
Oh, you're both women. Oh, god dang it.
Lo and behold, I was right. We are starting at the words of Mitron in Academia Andar, learning all we can about the engendering of aquatic life from that self-same master. Honestly though, I have no idea why Mitron would ask me to procure a flower of all things, and one that's still undergoing testing in Elpis. It's very beautiful, yes, but what is it to do with ichthyology?
Oh, Elpis flower?
Well, nothing, but that's the point, surely. It must be intended as a present, one meant for Logriff. Mitron is hopelessly enamored, as we all know.
Oh no. Mitron and Logriff?
Gaia!
Aww.
We do? This is certainly news to me. But now that you mention it, I suppose I have seen sparks between them. Wonder why I never noticed before. Oh, that settles it. We need to hurry back and begin an in-depth observation of their romantic entanglements. I can't believe I wasted all this valuable research time lost among the trees. And I would have wasted even more if not for you, good sir. Now that my friend and I are together again, we can get back to the Academia and deliver the flower to Mitron before it wilts. Ah, before we rush off, a reward. You certainly deserve it.
I will happily take my ether current. And say hi to Gaia for me! Alright, last side quest. An expected guest, and this one's got a portrait. Oh joy.
Well, this is a pickle. Whatever am I to? Oh, please tell me you're here to deliver a message from Cleon. You are familiar, yes?
I am, but I'm not the message-bearing kind, I'm afraid.
Azum's familiar. Oh, I do like the name. Dekumon. But if you belong to Azum, then what has become of our visitor from Amarot? He was meant to arrive some time ago. Our wildlife subjects are accustomed to the presence of long-term observers, but when someone from outside of Elpis comes to visit, the reactions can be somewhat unpredictable, and occasionally violent. Would you be so kind as to track down Cleon and see that no harm has befallen him? Visitors don't wear masks, so he should be easy to spot. And if you do happen to find him in the process of being mauled, you have my permission to terminate the offending subject. Safety first, after all.
I needed permission? Ooh, shoot. I might be in trouble for a few of these then. Oh dear, well, it doesn't look like he's been mauled yet, but these Minotaurs, man. These Minotaurs are not anything to mess around with. And Enshroud. There we go. That was fun. And now I get to talk to you as a demon. Ha! Thank you for taking the initiative. I wasn't sure about the etiquette of destroying a creature under observation. I'm Cleon, recently arrived from Amarot. I assume Maria sent you to fetch me? Yep. I see. Well, we had best not keep her waiting any longer. Fear not, I will avoid upsetting any more of the local inhabitants. I do love how I look while enshrouded. An actual cutscene again.
Dekumon, thank you for seeing to the safety of our guest.
Indeed, my hesitating to act would have ended poorly had your messenger not been there to shield me.
And I'm certainly glad that he was. Now, shall we proceed to the business of the day? I believe you had some concerns regarding your personal creations.
Yes, as embarrassing as it is to admit, I was worried that the concepts I registered with the Bureau of the Architect may not be fit for release into the wild.
Oh, you needn't feel embarrassed. You wouldn't be the first visitor we've had to express difficulty in helping their children leave the nest. We can look in on them right now if you like.
I should like that very much, but I do have one request. When you swooped in to rescue me from that beast, I was treated to an impressive display of battle prowess. An entity with your strength and instinct would be the perfect candidate for evaluating the worth of my mortis creations. I must insist that you join us. Ah!
What a fascinating notion. Yes, I quite agree with your assessment.
Then we all go together. Whenever you're ready, Dekumon. Ah, crud. Did I just get volunteered for something? Well, whatever it is, it doesn't have an unlock, so it's gonna have to wait for another day because this is all the time I have. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite and subscribe to join me for more Heroes and Adventures. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.